What's good? 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 How y'all doing out there today? Um, we're gonna get into it because I'm late. Pretty late. So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna be about it. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do all of that. We're gonna try to anyway. Let me see. So we're gonna get off into it. So my title is, "Are you fulfilling the dream?" Because we all, as when we were young, we had dreams and aspirations of doing something good and great. We had that. We had that. As we sit back and think about it, we had it. For the most part, we had it right in our hands. The dream. Part of the dream I think I probably didn't fulfill. Like I said before, some of what I did not do or did not accomplish, some of it is based on procrastination. Some of it is. And some of it is not having the know-how, not taking advantage of resources and things like that. Oh, hold up, I gotta do this. I got a brand new show for y'all tonight. Just be ready. I'm building something. I have to do that. I have to make sure that I accomplish that. Okay, so we talking about fulfilling the dream. Everybody had dreams. Everybody wanted to do something. Everybody wanted to accomplish some things and take their life to the next level. Maybe you already at the next level. Maybe you already at the next level. Maybe you already at the next level. Maybe there are some things that you want to accomplish and to fulfill that dream. Maybe there's some things that you need to some bases you need to cover to fulfill that dream. I think that we all have some things that we probably say, well, I should have did this, or I should have went on ahead and followed through with this and accomplished that. Sometimes we are our own worst enemy. Sometimes we are our own worst enemy. Sometimes we look at stuff and we put it off. Like I said, procrastination is the biggest demon in the world. Miss Ellison in the building, Patricia Ellison in the building. Sometimes we are our biggest enemy. I know I'm probably my biggest critic. So sometimes we gotta make sure that we do the follow through and fulfill a dream, because sometimes we see it and we know we can do it, but we put it off. Sometimes we say, "Oh, it's right there. I almost got it," but we'll put it off. Now you have to think now. We all deal with distractions. You know, our environment sometimes is filled with distractions. We got too many distractions around us. You know, I'm pretty much sure that everyone in the chat can say that we had some distractions, because there were probably certain friends that we wanted to be around that distracted us or caused us to get away from the big picture. You know, when we were young, we was kicking it. You know, we having kids and kicking it, if that's what you want to call it. We having children and we kicking it. All right, can y'all please share the broadcast? Can y'all do that for me? Please share the broadcast. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some likes over on YouTube. Make sure you give me the thumbs up. Subscribe. Share the broadcast if you need to, if you want to. I don't want to force nobody to do nothing, but that's what I need y'all to do is share the broadcast so other people can see it. It increases the algorithm and it makes more people view the show, and I appreciate that. However, let's get back to the dream. The dream is something that you intended on accomplishing. There's a lot of things that we intended on accomplishing. Some things we can sit back and say, this is what I'm planning on doing. This is what I plan on doing. So we lose focus. It's still doable. Some things are still doable. I don't want people to think that you can't accomplish some of your dreams, but some things are still accomplishable, and we have to stick to the plan. As you stick to the plan, it'll work. Sometimes you got to sit out of your 24-hour day. Sometimes you got to sit down and analyze, or what you call it, delegate this amount of time to your dream. Sometimes you have to dedicate or delegate some time to that dream. Sometimes you got to just say, okay, out of my 24-hour day, those of you who work, out of the 24-hour day, this is what I want to do. I'm going to go to work. If you got a significant other or children, make sure the children fed. You're going to do all of that. Then you're going to say, I'm going to spend at least 30 minutes to an hour out of my day to fulfill the dream. If you can give your boss 10 hours a day, 8, 9, 10 hours a day, then you can at least try to give yourself at least 1 hour out of the day to do some of that stuff. Sometimes on your break at work, or sometime on your lunch, if you depends on what time of the day you work. Sometimes you might have to send out emails. So okay, I'm sending out emails during the time of my lunch break. My lunch break might be anywhere between 11 and 1 o'clock, or 11 and 12:30. So now I'm sending out emails. I'm sending out these emails, making sure that the people who I want to reach out to, I can reach out to them. It's doable. It's doable. Sometimes you got to send your emails during the daytime. Then when you get home, you can check your emails and go through your stuff and make sure that the people who you trying to contact, you get in contact with them. It's simple. You know? Or you You can type in an email, or you don't even really have to type now. You can do voice typing now if you want to. I know Google has that feature. You can go into words, or however you write your 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 well, let me say this. I'm stuttering now. Okay. No matter how you write your documents up, whether you're using words, or you using something else, some other program, but they have it now where you can speak into the programs, and it type it out for you. For those of us who can't type real fast, it'll type it in for you. So you can type it all up. Excuse me. And then when you get up in the morning, you can press send. Put it in the email and press send when you get up. Sometimes email, it don't matter when you send it, because a lot of people, depends on what type of business you're going into, a lot of people don't check their emails until in the morning anyway. I think it probably would be good to send the email out before you go to bed. Just send it out. In the morning, you might get up and that the thing that you were looking for, or the person who you were reaching out to, they responded. Okay? So think about that. You can do your emails, and you can send it out before you go to bed, or when you get up in the morning, get ready to go to work, you can press send. Sometimes it's just that simple. Sometimes it's just that simple. Type the email up, put it in whatever format you need to put it in. When you get up in the morning, just push send. It's doable. Or you trying to purchase some product. You might have to have a contact person that you need to contact, and when you get up in the morning, just contact them. Because we live in these different time zones. East Coast is on one time. I think they might be 2 hours ahead of us, maybe 1. I know West Coast is 2 hours behind us. So if they 2 hours behind us, the email that you sent out at 7 o'clock in the morning is 5 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast. It's 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast. Maybe you have to deal with somebody from China. You just have to learn their time zones. Learn their time zones and send it out accordingly. So the question is, are you fulfilling the dream? You got to ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question. Are you fulfilling the dream? And did you let the dream get away from you? Did you let the dream get away from you? You have to ask that question also. Did I let the dream get away from me? Did I let it just get out of hand? Sometimes we let things get out of hand and they get too far carried away and it's out of control and we can't grasp it or bring it back in. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. If y'all in the chat and y'all can hear me, can you please type yes in there? Type yes in there if you can hear me. Or type 1 or something. Okay. In the city, I really want to start something. Just going around in the city of East St. Louis, Fairview Heights, O'Fallon, St. Louis, no matter where you at, if we can push ourselves to buy from minority-owned businesses, um, if we can do that, then that will be great. That will be great for the entrepreneurs that's out there, because I think we all should have some business that we doing outside of our 9 to 5. Outside of our 9 to 5, we need to have some business that we doing outside of the 9 to 5. Is that doable? Is that doable? So ask yourself, are you fulfilling the dream? Or did you let the dream get away from you? And sometimes I think we sit on the dream. We just sit on it. Oh, I'm gonna do it. Oh, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna wait. So we could mess around and be like I don't mean to bring biblical stuff into it. It could be like Noah. Noah said he was gonna build this big old ship, an ark. Took him 40 years to build it. Did nobody believe him? You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't on nothing. You ain't on nothing. So we have to do the follow through stuff. We have to make sure that we fulfill the dream, because the dream is real. It's your life. I mean, when we get tired of living for other people, then we have to understand it's your life. It is your life. Stop living for other people. Sometimes we put our life on hold for other people. So that's one of the issues that we have. That's one of the issues that we have. We put our lives on hold for other people. Postpone the dream. We postponing the dream. Now the dream just sitting over there, just sitting up there, just waiting. What you gonna do, dog? Sometimes we just sitting on the dream, waiting on the dream to happen. Is that a possibility that we just sitting and waiting on the dream to happen? All right, let's share the broadcast, please. And I did say please. Please. I usually share it to no, I ain't gonna do that. I usually share it to some of the groups that I'm in. I usually share it to them, or go through my messenger list and share it, or my contact list and share it through that way. But anyway, are we allowing the dream to get away from us as time ticks? The pendulum is steady swinging. Time waits on nobody. Are we just letting the dream just get away from us? Because one of the theories is that all the dreams are sitting in the cemetery. Most people took those great ideas and those $1 million ideas, $1 and billion ideas, straight to the cemetery with them, and never got a chance to let it out or express that part of their creativity. Are we creative, first of all? Do you have something that you want to do? You have a hobby or something like that you want to do. Do you? Sometimes we got those hobbies that could be financial stability that could get us out of financial ruin, because you love to do it, and then you'll work hard at it. Sometimes you work hard at stuff that you love to do. Sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Sometimes we work hard at some of the things that we love to do. So just think about that. Think about that. I want to work hard at some of the things that I want to do. Most of us have careers already. But I don't know how to start a business. What was that dream that you wanted to do? I don't know what the dream was for you. Find out what the dream was, and then work on that. You might be a little rusty. You might be a little bit, a little bit forgot some of it, but it's doable. You still can do it. Just do it. I'm just saying, there's always a form of residual income out there. That's things that can take you and become your main income. It all depends on what you desire to do. This is what it boils down to. It boils down to what you desire to do. What is your desire? What is this one? No, I don't want to see that. Yeah, so you got to figure out, what is your desire? What's your desire? What is it that you plan to do? What is that? Some of the things that you said, I need to go ahead and fulfill that. Fulfill a dream. Fulfill the dream. Because we do have great individuals in our communities. We have people in our communities that are masterminds in the community, but sometimes we don't use it. We just sit and just let it it's sitting somewhere on the shelf, letting it marinate somewhere. Sometimes that's what we're doing. So just think about that great person that you were 20 years ago or 25 years ago. Think about that great person that you were. Think about the ability that you had when you were in your prime. And I ain't talking about athletic ability. Think about the ability that you had 25 years ago. There are things that you wanted to do, things that you were starting to accomplish, but you got sidetracked. Sometimes you get sidetracked. Those are facts. And I know how I know how it go. Sometimes you get sidetracked. If you ever been sidetracked, say yes. Put yes in the chat. If you ever been sidetracked, put yes in the chat. If you ever been sidetracked before and thrown off your mission, put a yes in the chat. I appreciate it. Because sometimes that happens. So think about what's the recovery process for you? What's the recovery process for you? The bounce back. What that look like? Can you tell me what that look like? What is the bounce back for you? On YouTube, what is the bounce back for you? How do you bounce back from how do you bounce back from some of the things that you want to do or you wanted to do? How do you bounce back from that? That's just a question. How do you bounce back from that? And is it doable? Can you bounce back? Do you have the ability right now to bounce back? So those are just some of the questions that I wanted to ask. You know, I try not to stay on long. For the most part, I'll be needing people to interact, so I understand what's going on, and how y'all feel, and pick y'all brains a little bit. That's what I'm doing, picking the brains. So we got to do that sometimes. Sometimes, in order for us to get the right information, we have to go out there and do surveys. That's what we're doing in our heads. We're doing surveys. When we having conversations, we're doing surveys. We filling out applications in our head of who this person is. What part would this person play in my life? Meaning that some people are close, but some people depends on what their role is in your life. Because most people that you come in contact with on a regular basis, they play a role. Maybe it's somebody I like to hang around when it's time for me to laugh. Maybe it's somebody I can hang around when it's time for me to really say, look, I got an issue. Maybe it's somebody that I can hang around when I can say, I just need somebody to talk to, bro. You know, damn, bro, I need somebody to talk to. I need to holler at you. Somebody who cool, you know, because most things are based on trust. You got to guard your heart. You got to guard your feelings. You got to guard the way that the information that you put out, because people will prejudge you after that. They see if they see you down, they might say, man, he depressed. He told me he was depressed. But you ain't tell nobody else. But now everybody know. So sometimes we have to be mindful of who we tell the information to. Because most of the time I always tell people, oh, you going to be all right. You straight. You good. Don't worry about it. You're going to be all right. Sometimes you have to tell your friends that, or the people who you come in contact with on a regular basis. Sometimes you got to tell them that you're going to be good. So anyway, that's my time. Only was going to go 30 minutes. And that's what it is. You know, I hear a lot of people say that, you know, I have a photographer that can capture the shot that I need. But when they see the images in which we have, you know, it's almost like, why go anywhere else? When you want the right shot, come to the best. 5-Star Production. This is man Danny Ferree. I was thinking, how would you be if you were at 100%? What would your life be like if you were at 100%? So I'm trying to reach that goal of being my 100% potential. At 100% of my potential, you may not even recognize who I am. Because we are all supposed to be somebody great. We all supposed to be somebody who does something fascinating. Think about that. Think. I didn't know my audio wasn't on. I just want to say I'm going to holler at y'all. Y'all keep it 100. I appreciate y'all stopping by. I appreciate y'all stopping by. And had a ball. Thanks to y'all. I'm Danny Faree. And I'm out.